Paranormal search are here at the Old Hall and Priory here down in South Wales. So what I'll do, I'm going to take you in and give you a little tour of where I'm actually staying. So we've now entered the hall, and again in this building we got a really old door. It's a little bit like what it was like at the castle when we stopped there back in 2019. Because you still get that echo that abates around the building. So this is what you come into. You come into like a little hall area here, a little entrance bit, and then there's also this room. Now, I presume this room was the Great Hall, and it feels, I don't know, when you walk in this room, it feels like very churchy, very chapel-y. And it feels like you just want to give like a church sermon. That's what it feels like in this room. It feels very church-like. And also in this room, if you look above, there's two like sash windows. There's one on the right hand side and also one on the left hand side, and that's like a vaulted ceiling. And if you look through the left hand one, it actually leads you to the landing area, and there's one on the right, and that actually leads into my bedroom. That's where I stayed last night, in that bedroom. And it was quite strange really, because if you look out through that sash window out of my bedroom, it looks straight into the main hall. I thought that was really interesting. There's also on the wall here, it's like it looks like a serving hatch. I think it was a serving hatch where they would have maybe given the food to the people that were actually staying here. So what I'll do now, I'm going to take you downstairs, and I'm going to actually take you down into the undercroft. So we're going to have a look at that next. So this is the undercroft. Those stairs are very steep, very spirally, and really quite dangerous to be honest. So here I am in the undercroft, and as you can hear from my voice, it's very echoey in this room, and the sound travels, and it's quite cold down here, a little bit damp also. This room was also apparently used at some point during the hall's existence as a music room. Apparently there used to be also a grand piano in this room. A very brief tour of the undercroft. So what I'll do now, I'll take you upstairs and I'll give you a very brief tour of what it actually looks like up the stairs. So this is the landing area, and as I was talking about downstairs in the Great Hall, if you actually look through there is one of the sash windows I was actually talking about. So this is one of the bedrooms here. This is the bedroom I stayed in last night. Really big bedroom, absolutely lovely room. Really is quite large. And again, I don't know if you can actually see through the camera, through the wall, there's the other sash window I was actually talking about downstairs. That's the one that actually leads into the Great Hall. So what I'll do now, I'll show you the second bedroom. I'll go down the stairs again, because it just drops a little level here. And the strange thing about these staircases, there's no banisters, and what you have to do, you have to get hold of this rope, and you have to use that as a banister. So this is the final bedroom on the highest level there is in the building now, and there's also an open fireplace also in this bedroom. So that was it. I just thought I'd give you a very brief tour of where I'm staying. As I say, we're staying here for 3 nights. I had my first night last night. I did wake up in the night, funnily enough, but I had been dreaming, and I thought I actually heard something go in my bedroom, but whether it's part of my dream or not, I don't really know. So what we do, we're going live tonight here on night 2, and we'll be doing a full investigation. Speak to you soon. I'm calling out to the spirits of the Priory, this old hall. I'm asking you with the utmost respect to come forward and communicate with me tonight. I really would love you to make some kind of contact with me. Anything you're capable of doing, then come forward and do it. You're not going to scare me. My name is Phil. Can you show yourself in shadow form across where the door is, leading to the landing? Just walk across it for me. Or knock on the door. It just feels so peaceful, to be honest. Come on, come forward. Do something in this room. Anything at all. Just come and touch me, you can do. I don't mind. You're not going to scare me. There's something, a little bit of rustling then, but again, could have been anything. If that was you trying to make a noise, can you make it a little bit louder? Can you make it a bit louder if that was you? A little bit cooler around my legs at the moment. Well, that's just a draft. There's about 4 or 5 windows in this room, so it possibly could be that. You're making my knees go cold. Can you make it colder? Make it that cold. I know it's not the windows. I know it's you. I heard that, but again, you've got to be careful. It isn't the floorboards. If that was you, can you do it again? Can you give me 2 knocks? Two knocks. Give me 2 knocks in this room, please. That's my feet moving. So there's the recess in the vaulted ceiling. You won't be able to see through camera, but if you look for that little gap on the wall there, that leads into the Great Hall downstairs, so you can see all the Great Hall from up here. So that's why I picked the bedroom really last night, because I thought if anything happens in that Great Hall while I'm asleep, I will hear it. But nothing did. So as I said, I slept in this bedroom last night. This is my second night here. I didn't really do a lot last night. It was my first night here. But I was in bed last night, and as I say, the creaking on the landing, which is just outside, is definitely, I'm 99.9% sure it's just the floorboards, because I say it went on too long, but it just sounded like somebody was going up and down the landing. There wasn't anybody there, but that's you know, it would sound like that. That's why it's very easy to say things are paranormal when they're not. You know, it just went on too long. It was too consistent, and I'll be listening out for it tonight and see if it does the same thing, which I'm sure it will do. But unfortunately, last night when I was in bed, it was. I don't usually dream a lot really, and last night I woke up at 2 o'clock, and I went down for a cup of tea and went back to bed, fell asleep, and I dreamt a lot, which is not like me. And I woke up about, I don't know what time it was, but I honestly woke up and I thought I heard somebody in the side of the room go shh, as if they were shushing me. Now, as I said, I just woke up, whether it's part of my dream or it's because I just woke up, I don't know. So it was a little bit strange at the time, but I don't think it was paranormal, to be honest. It's a great building. It's a really old building. It's had plenty of history. It's very hard, apparently, as well, so to actually date back the building. Apparently, it's probably more than likely it was built in the 14th century, so it is old. It's seen a lot of turmoil as well in time. It's gone through a few hands. It's been derelict for a few years, and then somebody's bought it and it's gone derelict again. But yeah, it's an absolute beautiful building, and to be honest, it feels quite peaceful. It doesn't feel haunted. To be honest, there is allegedly ghosts supposed to be here, but up to now, yeah, it feels really homely. It's the sort of place I could live in. To be honest, I could quite easily live here. At the moment, nothing's happened, and it feels very, very homely. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to move on. I'm going to go through that door there. Through the landing, and what I'll do, I'll go into the other bedroom. Go there now. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do a little bit of scrying in this mirror, just to see if I see anything through the mirror or my face changes. Okay, looking into this mirror. If you were here, can you change my face, the features of my face? Can you show yourself in the mirror? Can you show yourself behind me? Change my face in this mirror. Change it into you, or change it into something that isn't me. No, to me, I know I'm staring at my face, but my eyes just, it's weird, but I know it's probably just an optical illusion, but my eyes went really big and they look like skeletony. They've gone really wide, my eyes, whether they have on camera, I don't know. They look like, you know, like when somebody's dead and their eyes are like bulging. That's what it looked like. But I just think this scrying is just like an optical illusion, because you're staring into your face. It's a little bit like those 3D pictures you used to do in the paper. But that's what it looked like. So it'd be interesting now to look back at the video and Just seeing my face did change. I'm not sure if it's showing up on video, my face, but it looked like my eyes have gone really black and bulging. But again, the problem I have with staring into something in the mirror, I just think it's an optical illusion a lot of the time. I know your face does look like it changes, but that was looked quite horrible, to be honest. So it'll be interesting to look back and see what it's like, because I can't really tell until we actually look back at this video. There's the great big fireplace there in the bedroom. I keep getting like a sickly smell in this room, like a sweety smell. It's the wooden floors, or I don't know, it's just got a very sweet smell about it, to be honest, in here. It smells funny. Not a very nice smell at all, to be honest. Come on, do something in this room. Come on, do something in this room for me. Move something, move an object. Tap. Hear your voice. Again, it's very quiet indeed. Come on, anybody here? Going down in the we'll go down in the undercroft part of the building later on, after midnight. That's a really great place down there, so I'm looking forward to going there later. Again, you keep plugging at something, you're just wanting something to happen, and I want some like proper tapping noises, but like if you get tapping and you say, can you do it 3 times, try to put a bit of intelligence. If you get any noises, and I'd love to hear something like that, and I can turn around and say, can you knock 3 times, and you actually hear it. I'd love to be able to hear that. Again, there's just nothing. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go climb up the ropey stairs, and we're going to go into the one room at the top, and that's the last bedroom on these 2 levels. So we're going to go up there now. Just be really careful going up these steps because they're really, really steep. Let's take my time. This is the last bedroom. Right at the top of the hall now. Yeah. Is there anybody with me in this room? Anybody at all that wishes to communicate with me in here? Then please come forward and give me a sign. Any sign at all. Are you here? Anybody in this bedroom? Anybody that used to sleep in this room? At the top of this hall, this beautiful hall. Can you give us a sign that you were here? wish you no harm. I'm just interested in you, interested in why you made home in this building. Can you do something for me in this room? Can you tap? This smells a lot fresher than what the other room does, to be honest. Not the room I've just been in downstairs, it did have like a sickly smell to it. It really was sweet and it wasn't very nice, but it feels quite airy up here. Not sure who stayed in this room or who would have lived in it, I really don't know. Are you here? Can we hear your footsteps walking along this floor? Or can you close the bedroom door? That'd be good. Close that door for me. Or knock on it. People say that there's been nuns that have lived here. I haven't really found that out, is that's official, but apparently there has been. There's nuns been staying here. I know the vicar stayed here in the 1920s when the vicarage was getting done up. He actually stayed in this building also. The church is just over as we go outside in the courtyard here. The church and the graveyard actually back onto this hall where we are now. Mrs. Bowie, are you here? Anything happening over? Okay, yeah, is that the one near the door at the back?
At the far corner, the end of the cellar, well, it's just been like, it was like a metallic bang in the corner of the room. I don't know what could have caused it really, because there's not a lot to move down here.
Okay, it's been very quiet up here. I've just been in your room, where you stay. I don't know if you've noticed or not, but where the radiator in the window is, there's a very sickly sweet smell. I don't know if you've smelt it, but I didn't like it.
No, I've not noticed that. I'm just trying to work out where this bang's come from. On the floor, it's come from... On the floor where the bang came from, there's a radiator, but it's not connected to anything, it's just sitting on the floor.
Okay, we'll keep us informed. I'm going to stay up here a bit longer. Nothing's really happened to me. I'll just tell you quickly, I'll tell you properly later, but I did a little bit of scrying in your room in the mirror. I had a bit of a weird experience, but I'm sure it was just my eyes, to be honest.
Yeah, okay. Like I say, it's just this bang that's intrigued me really, because there's nowhere it could have come from. The only thing in the corner where it came from is a radiator, which isn't connected, and it's not even on the wall, it's just sat on the floor. I'm a bit surprised by that, to be honest, unless it's something from outside, but the walls are so thick, I just can't understand it. That's the only weird thing that's happened.
Alright, I'll see how it goes. We'll be going down there later. Anything else happens, just give us a shout.
Yeah, okay. You come down, I will put it out. That's the only thing I've heard up to now. All out the blue.
Okay, you can see lights in this room flashing. There's a main road out there and a little bit of traffic noise as well. So if you do see a few lights moving around, it possibly is cars going past. As I say, it's a lovely building. It's honestly somewhere I could live. To be honest, it's really nice area, and yeah, it's old, of course. It's the house has got a lot of noises, but the natural noises. But up to now, nothing particularly awesome has happened. There's been a few niggly things, like there always is, but nothing to say it's paranormal. Yeah, I'm just getting a little bit of a breeze around me, but again, there is a window. They're not double glazed, these windows, so it doesn't feel like there's a draft coming from them. But good thing again as well, there's not much wind outside tonight or last night. We went to the castle in 2019. The wind was horrendous. It just environmentally it played havoc with the investigation. But apart from the rain this time, the weather's been quite good for us. Can you come and touch me? Can you come and maybe touch me if the lady is here? Where allegedly that you come and heal people when they're not well. Whether you're a nun or who, I don't know. If you are here, I've got a sore knee. I've had a sore knee now for a couple of years. Can you come and touch my knee? Make it better? Just come towards me and maybe give my knee a little bit of TLC. Apparently somebody reported that they stayed here one night and they didn't feel very well, and they woke up to somebody rubbing their feet. Is that you with the healing hands? Are you the kindred soul that did that to this lady? Made her feel better, or try and make her feel better? If you were here, can you give us a sign? Can you make a noise for me in this room? Can you tap on the mirror in the corner of the room? Tap on the chair near the desk. So quiet, really. Again, you come to an alleged haunted building, and at this moment in time, it's been pretty quiet, to be honest. There's been a couple of things, but there's usually a couple of things wherever you go, I suppose, where you think possibly maybe that was paranormal. But as for definite activity, no, it's been quiet again. I know a lot of people would be sick of me saying this, but I just tell the truth. I just come to an investigation, tell you as it is, tell you how I feel, and as you know, I will always tell you the truth. I'm 100% genuine, tell you the truth. There's a story of a young girl who stayed here, and she reckons she actually saw a spirit. She said it looked like one of the pictures downstairs, and she said to her mum that was the lady that I saw in this building, what she saw in the building. If that's true enough, who knows? Was it just a young girl getting a little bit spooked, a child? But then again, they reckon children see things more than adults, so no, possibly, who knows? I know when the vicar lived here as well, there's a story of the vicar had a dog, and the dog refused to go up the stairs. Now, because the stairs are spiral and steep, and the dog thought, stuff that, I'm not going up there, but apparently the dog wouldn't go upstairs, and he used to sit at the bottom of the stairs and actually just stare up the stairs and into space. That was another story that's happened here at the whole PRIORY. Gonna ask one last time before we move somewhere else. Can you just do one thing for me before I go? Just do something for me in this room. I would love you to make a noise for me. Just rap on something, just before I leave. Just for you to say, yeah, I'm still here. I'm still here in this building in spirit. No. Top bedroom, nothing. Nothing at all. Okay, Alan was obviously, you might have heard it on the radio, but he'll tell you himself exactly what happened down in the Huntercroft at Lavendale.
Yeah, I was just, I don't really want to come down now.
No, sorry.
Yeah, I was actually in the cellar. Must have been down there 25 minutes or so. Sat on the seat at the back of the cellar, sort of facing the window at the front. Decided to get up. Stood in the middle of the floor, just sort of calling out, looking around, and all of a sudden, at the back of me in the corner of the cellar, was a bang. But sort of metallic-y sort of a bang.
Well, the first night we came here, when we first got here on yesterday, and I was just unloading the car, you said you heard a metallic sound then, didn't you? From somewhere when you was at the back door.
Yeah, that was at the back door. This was...
Did it sound the same or different?
There's a similarity, but I won't say it was exactly the same.
Was it really loud as well? Yeah.
It was quite loud in the cellar, yeah.
Make you jump?
It didn't, strangely enough. I was more intrigued, because when I looked in the corner, what was strange was, next to the left of the seat, which was the seat I've been sitting on for most of the time, to the left of the seat there's a radiator on the floor, but the radiator that's on the floor is not connected to anything, it's just sat in the middle, in the corner of the room.
Well, I can't remember a radiator being on the floor.
And it's just strange that it's a metal radiator and it had a metallic sort of sound. It seemed to come from there. Now it didn't seem to come from outside because those walls are quite thick down there and I can't see where it could have come from outside.
Okay.
Because it was in the corner of the cellar.
Okay. Right. Well, I'll be going down there later, so we'll see what happens. Guys, I'm actually down in the Undercroft part of the building now. I don't, you heard earlier on in the video, my brother was down here before. He said it was very, very quiet, and as I was upstairs, you might have heard. Hang on, excuse me. Hello?
Yeah, just let me know when you settle down in the cellar.
Yeah, I've settled down here. Over. You in the bedroom? Okay. Yeah, so I was saying, I'm down in the Undercroft and my brother was down here before, it was very, very quiet. He can't hear me above him, and there was, in the corner of the room, there was a really big metallic sound that alarmed him. So hopefully we might get something like that, I don't know. But as you can hear in this Undercroft, it's amazing down here. The acoustics of it is absolutely fantastic. I know one of the ladies who took this hall over, she made this into... Sorry, I thought I heard something then. It might be my foot, I don't know. But Mrs. Bowen and then she actually made this into a music room, and she had a grand piano also at the back of the room as well. So yeah, you can understand why she made this into a music room. The acoustics of the singing must have been absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to call out and just see if we get anything. Okay, I'm calling out to the spirits of this hall. I'm asking you with the total respect to come forward and communicate with me tonight. A lot of people come to this hall. A lot of people come and visit this hall for whatever reason. I come to this hall tonight to communicate with you. I've come especially to communicate with the spirits of this hall. would you be so kind and hospitable to come forward and come and say hello to me, as I've come a long way to come and say hello to you? Can you do something for me? Can you speak to me? To the lovely Mrs. Bowen, if you made this into the music room, are you here? Would you like to communicate with me with your music? With a sound, or singing, or playing over that lovely piano you had down here? I've been down here a few times, it's been quite quiet. But I just been speaking to my brother, he's quite alarmed with the noise he heard. Unfortunately, he didn't have the camera with him, so we're not going to hear that noise. Come on, come forward. Do something for me. Make a sound. Are any of the monks here? Any monks that wish to possibly communicate with me? Are you here? One of the lads go through is also it's been heard on quite a few occasions. Apparently there's about, I think it's 4 AM in the morning, everyone specifies 4 AM in the morning when they've been woken up to actual banging on the door. Now, why 4 o'clock? If it is true, I wouldn't know. Is it somebody doing the rounds? Is it somebody waking somebody up? I honestly don't know. But that's been reported also a few times here. There's like a phantom door knocker who goes around knocking on the door. It's always at 4 AM. There's the phantom door knocker here. The person who knocks on the doors at 4 o'clock for whatever reason. Please come and communicate with me tonight. I ask you to come forward. My name is Phil. I've come in total respect for you. I wish you no harm. The person who made the noise before in here, the banging noise on the, what sounds like the radiator that has fallen off the wall, can you do that for me now? Can you make the same noise? This moment is very, very quiet. Very quiet indeed, and sometimes before even that noise is just moving your foot, you'll hear any little bit of grit under your shoe, it'll amplify it. It's that sort of acoustic down here. The acoustics are fantastic, and you can just imagine like monks being down here and chanting. You can imagine a wonderful sound that chanting would make with the acoustics down here. That noise you hear is a moped. The trouble with being down here also, you're very close to the road as well. Even though it's not really underground, it's like half and half. You're like halfway between the road and halfway underground. To show you a little bit of the cellar here. It's a really big expanse of land. This is where Alan heard the noise before, the big metallic sound. That's where he heard it. He said that around that area. He was sat on that bench there, and then he came across and he walked. I have to be careful when I walk, I can't see because obviously it's pitch black for me down here, even though it looks like it's light, it isn't, it's pitch black. And he walked into this door here, Yeah, he went into this like little alcove bit here. And when he was in there, he heard the bang down there. Look. So I'd love to hear that. I wish something had happened. I wish I'd get the same noise. He said it was really loud. He's not one really to get startled. You know, he's a bit like me. He's very sceptical, really, and cynical. Well, not cynical, that's the wrong word to use. He's very sceptical, but he'll always try and come out with a logical explanation. Come on, spirit. Please come forward and show yourself at the back of this undercroft. Just make a noise, make yourself be known. The night vision on this new camera is absolutely fantastic, to be honest. Gone quite a well away from that wall. It's a really great camera for doing this paranormal stuff. Really pleased with it. It's just a little bit bulky to carry around, but it's quite big, but it's fantastic. Do you want to explain exactly what happened, Dul?
Yeah, about 20 minutes, 25 minutes on top of this bench at the end here, just sat there quietly. I had a wander around towards your direction, went into that area over there for a bit. Where this door is that we can't actually get out of. And I went into that section, about 3 or 4 minutes in there. Came out. I didn't mind it being quiet for so long. Went and stood in this location over here. Stood around here, just asking out of the bed as well, you know. Around here and all that sort of thing. Stood here nice and quietly, and then all of a sudden, from that corner over there, where that old radiator is, that's not even connected. Looks like it's been there for about 50 or 60 years. It's totally disconnected. Was this loud banging metallic noise. And I can't explain it because all the walls are so thick over here. And it did sound like it came from inside. But within the area with this radiator, it's not even switched on because it's not even connected. Now they're around the other radiators, so there's no actual heating down here as such. And I really can't explain what it was. Didn't sound like it had come from outside because, like I said, the walls were that thick anyway. Just sounded like it came from the inside of that corner there. No explanation for us at all, really. And even if it did come from outside, I can't really explain where that could have come from. Due to the nature of the building and the thickness of the walls, so just one there, really. Like I say, I only heard it once, and that was it. Not been heard since. That's doubtful to actually happen again. Obviously, you know, if you're making a noise, and nothing at all. In the meantime, you've been down here yourself and got absolutely nothing.
No, I've got nothing. Spent about an hour down here and got nothing really.
Hopefully, you know, I was down here, maybe we'll do it again for us.
There's a spirit called Peter down here with us tonight. Peter, if you were here, can you do something for us? Can you tap on something or rap on something, Peter, if you were here? gone very quiet outside now, isn't it? My name's Alan. I was down here earlier on my own. Can you make that bang for me that's heard in the corner over there by the chair? Bang on that old radiator down there, or on the wooden bench. Oh, near the radiator, I've chucked the ping pong ball before. Do you want to see? Can you see it with the torch and just throw it again? Is it still down there? It should be, yeah. I can just see it through the camera, I think. Right. Just asking. Just, yeah. Got a very light ping pong ball here. I'm going to roll it towards you. And if you can you roll it back forward? Very light, so it won't be much energy. Push that back to me. Roll that ping pong ball back to me, please. Throw it back. We come back tomorrow. Would you like me to play some Monk's music? Would you like me to do that for you? If so, give us a sign to say yes. Or any religious music at all? Thank you. We'll do that tomorrow then. That was you tapping for a yes, then I'll definitely do that tomorrow. Or any religious music at all? Thank you. We'll do that tomorrow then. That was you tapping for a yes, then I'll definitely do that tomorrow. Or any religious music at all? Thank you. If any religious music would do, let me know. If you'd like me to do that tomorrow, any music, any religious music, a hymn. I can do that for you and play that for you tomorrow. I think playing that music in this Wondercraft would be really cool because of the echo. I think it sounds really good. So if you just can confirm that's what you want to do by making a noise, and then do it now. Make that noise now for me. See that flashing light? Is it light? No, it's a flashing light, massive flashing light. Thank you. Thank you very much. Nothing outside this time, no car, no car. Thank you. If that was you who made that flashing light, can you do it again for me, just to confirm it's you? I'm sorry to keep asking you, but I just need to confirm it. Give us that flash. If that's what you're good at, then give me light and do it again. Please, just do it again for me, then I know it was you. If there's a particular hymn you want me to play, can you tell me? Can you speak? Bet you've not heard many hymns out there for a long while, have you? Well, I'm going to do it for you tomorrow. I'm going to play that hymn for you. That's a promise.